Metaphysics is going to have to be the quote-unquote religion of tomorrow. If it isn't, you're fucked. Totally and absolutely.
All right. We are absolutely live in the simulation. I hope everybody can hear me. I'm gonna have to make sure I keep an eye on the comments. People are usually pretty good about letting me know if they can't hear me and shit like that. But yeah, we back here again. The Cult of Dangerous Gentlemen. How you brothers doing this fine day?
Doing lovely. Everything is lovely.
Expeditiously.
That's good to hear. I love hearing everything is lovely. Everything is pretty nice over here too, man. Just been back in the garden a little bit since the weather is cooling off. Getting my winter yard work done. About time to go shopping for some trees and plant a bunch of ground cover. So getting prepared for that process. In between everything else, of course, you know. Massive multitasking at all times. But the garden is back in play right now. Heavy.
Nice.
What's the week?
I've been
like?
diving in the dating app world. Interesting land.
Yeah.
Interesting land.
I have to say, I'm very interested. I'm not usually interested in the goings on.
Interesting.
And dating apps and shit like that. But I have to say, plenty of black fish, or is it black plenty of fish? I'm not sure which one we agreed on. But it's definitely.
I like plenty of blackfish.
I like plenty of blackfish too. I'm not sure why. I don't think that's bigotry. Because if you could say like black Twitter, black TV,
that's what I'm saying.
If I just move the black to a different place in the sentence, is that bad? Because black plenty of fish would probably make more sense. But plenty of blackfish just has, I don't know, it just feels right.
I love it. Rolls out the tongue.
It does. It feels amazing. I love it. So what makes plenty of fish such an amazing thing? Why is it there in the middle of nowhere? Nobody's talking about it. You don't hear it mentioned in Hinge and Tinder and all that.
Because it's in the streets.
Oh, okay.
The people you find, the 90% of the people that's in there are surprisingly from out of jail. Some got a couple of bids, some been out a few years. You got some rappers I've never heard of. You know what I'm saying? You got some aspiring actresses. You got some Filipinos. You got some Africans. Just a plethora of people. Some are looking for dates. Some are looking for vagina. Some are jacking off on camera.
It's just jerking off on camera.
That's just part of the game if you want plenty of blackfish.
And this is plenty.
There used to be this website. I forgot the fucking name, but it used to be called Roulette something. But basically, you go in there and then like, yeah, chat roulette.
Yeah, I remember chat roulette.
Chat roulette, bro. I'm afraid of like getting on the camera, but I was like, let me get on here. And the first thing that I got was show me your dick. And I never went back.
Damn. So just straight to business.
Business.
We're not playing over here. Yeah, why did I see a picture of a dude who he wasn't fully exposed naked, but it looked like he was probably close to being naked. And the comment under it just said, "I'm confused and hard." I was like, "What's happening in this conversation?" I don't understand. I'm pretty confused right now. Also,
it's the greatest thing, man. I met there's this Hotep nigga from East LA, just providing knowledge of blackness. He was saying scientists can't denounce it. Blackness is pure. He was mainly talking to the female, of course, but I was telling him, I'm like, yo, this is awesome knowledge, but he was not with it with me.
Well, of course, he's on Plenty of Fish of Color. He's there to get pussy. He's not there to talk to you. He's just using all that.
Plenty of fish.
I don't mean to cut you off.
That feels
that
worse.
That same guy, he kept sliding in the word penis. I was like, clinical. Bro, he was like, the black woman is queen and she's amazing and you gotta trust blackness. The white man is evil, penis. And then he did it fucking twice. Because I didn't want to ask to look gay on the chat, but I was like, fuck it. Is he saying penis?
Or is it just me? Am I just hearing the word penis while he's talking?
It's like that. Is it gay if I'm hearing it, or is it gay that I ask it?
Nah, he's trying to program the women
Yeah.
who are listening. He's just trying to get that neuro linguistic programming in the brain. Yeah, hey, I feel him. I feel him. There's
Bro,
no harm, no foul.
I
If
was dead.
if
I was dead.
if you can make white women kiss your boots in the street, you could definitely neuro linguistic program the word penis into the mind of your listeners. Why
Bro,
not?
it's hilarious.
If you don't want to hear that, you shouldn't be on Plenty of Black Fish. That's just part of the
Facts.
game. And I mean
Facts.
that's kind of any black section as far as I know. Like, oh, I have experience with Twitter and Black Twitter, and I have to say that to me there's not much difference. Everybody on Twitter seems to be just an assassin waiting, just waiting to create some kind of dog pile on somebody for some situation. The power of that website and how people can direct the crowd at you it's amazing. That's the main one. Like you don't hear people getting canceled on Instagram too often, or it's firestorm happening about something they did or said on Instagram. It's always on Twitter.
Yeah,
Twitter's where it's
I've noticed that too. It's always you never hear like an Instagram scandal, a fucking Twitch scandal.
no. Well,
It's just
there's some
like
Twitch shit happening too.
not scandals, I should say per se, but like just it's always Twitter. It starts off on Twitter. It's never like
Well,
anything around that.
Twitter, I think, is where the plan is crystallized for the public, but it definitely references. There was that who was it Sargon of Akkad?
Oh yeah.
He dropped Rogan on a I think a Twitch stream in a joking way, not a hateful way. It was Rogan, but not with a hard R, and they used that to disconnect him from I think from everything for a while.
Wow, that's amazing. I know there was a guy who also taught his dog how to do like a
A
Nazi
Sig
salute.
Heil.
Yeah. He
Yeah,
taught his dog how to do it. So he had like this little
it's adorable.
bulldog.
I think it was a pug.
Yeah, it was a little
As a
small
dude in like
dog,
Scotland or something.
and he
Yeah.
got it to freaking put his arm in the air like it was that's. I mean, the work and the effort that it takes.
You gotta
The
respect
tender
it.
care.
You gotta
The
respect
tender
it.
care.
Listen, I had my son have a British accent at like 2, 3 years old.
There you go.
Okay.
Fuck with people's heads.
I blame Family Guy because I'm like I couldn't figure it out, so I'm like I'm gonna figure it out. So I made him watch nothing but British cartoons, and he would go to like the preschool shit and just be like the most proper sounding like black kid in the hood, and they loved it.
That's hilarious, bro.
They loved it.
Genius.
It
They
is.
loved it.
It is.
It explains. Look, I had to do it for science. It explains why Stewie Griffin speaks the way he speaks, and they're all from New Hampshire.
He just decided to be a pompous prick. It was like, I'm just gonna use this accent because I know it pisses people off a little extra. I don't know. I grew up watching that shit too. I didn't use the accent. I should have. I should have picked up the accent. I was too busy doing my Bruce Leroy thing. I was bugging with the kung fu movies and the hats and shit. We was wilding. We was wilding. You know, I talk to my kids about this all the time. It's against the law. I'm sure it's against the law. I wasn't sure back then. I thought we was doing something a little extra, but now thinking about it, it was definitely breaking the law. It was these Chinese stores, and they have fans on the wall and all kind of cool stuff. You could buy the shoes and some outfits and stuff like that. But they also had like blowguns with
Chinese
with
stars.
real needles. They had stars, they had throwing darts, all kind of shit. And if you had the money, you could just go in there and buy any of that shit that you wanted to. And that was the only place that I knew for a fact that you could go buy like murder weapons. I didn't know any other hookup. Like I didn't know like watching Strapped. I didn't know the dude in the projects you could go to buy a gun. Like I never knew nothing about none of that. It was either like a blunt object, like a baseball bat, or go to the Chinese store and get a fucking blowgun and some throwing darts.
That seems irresponsible. It seems terribly irresponsible. They used to sell nunchucks at the flea market too.
Right. Yes,
That was another
definitely.
thing that seems questionable. Like I don't know, you should just sell these to anybody.
The thing
Grand
about
Theft Auto in
nunchucks,
real
though,
life.
nunchucks are almost fair. I mean, you could crack somebody's skull open easy with nunchucks, but you could also knock yourself out pretty easily.
Very
too.
easily.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Very
so
easy.
if you try to
Very,
get
very.
fancy with them, like it's like any other blunt issue. If you're gonna use nunchucks in the safest way, if you don't know how to use them, you're basically gonna use them like a stick. You're not gonna do no fancy kung fu shit. You're just gonna bludgeon somebody with the nunchuck. But if that's the case, just use the fucking stick. You won't hit yourself in the face. But throwing darts and blowguns, that's dangerous. That's dangerous. You can hit somebody with a blowgun downtown Newark, and you just now. And this is hypothetically, of course. You could load a blowgun. You could just take it out and just hit somebody crossing the street. And it's so much foot traffic. Nobody would know where it came from. Not to mention if you like a real knucklehead and you know dipped it in some goofy shit. You're not just. Why would you sell a blowgun? Like literally downtown Newark, New Jersey, blowgun available for purchase. It's not like you went to Cabela's or fucking no fishing store. They didn't have nothing like that. Nope. We got throwing darts, stars, and nunchucks.
Yeah, man. I remember we were at some apartment we used to live in, and like the kid had a throwing star. And we were like fucking, I probably was what, 7? Nah, I'll probably give myself 10. And we're fucking like throwing ninja throwing star, like real metal throwing star.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah,
just
and
throwing
sharp
it.
too. Sharp. The blowgun darts, I promise you they were like hypodermic needles with like a little suction cup kind of thing, a little yellow peg thing on the back. And you had to load it in. It was sharp as fuck though. It wasn't like no flat head piece of metal that would just bounce off something. People got shot with them before. We shot each other with them before, and they go on your skin like easy. And you can go buy it for $15 at a little store. They just got we used sell fans. We got little. You like Chinese shoes? Yeah, we got some Chinese shoes right over there. You're like, yo, what's that under that glass? Oh, that's a blowgun.
We also sell some embalming fluid you can dip it in before you shoot people with
Or
it.
whatever. Dip it in dog poop. Who cares? Like it's just, it's a hypodermic needle. Whatever you
Once
put
it
it in.
breaks the skin, it's a wrap.
Yeah, it's a wrap. It's some shit that's not supposed to go in your body. So.
Okay.
Yeah,
And this is post after we figured out AIDS is transmitted through needle usage.
Needle usage and slow strokes.
Slow stroke, loving strokes.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm shocked there wasn't some lunatic with HIV that didn't just go around blow darting people.
Right, that's a whole terrible. We bought them on several occasions. We bought blow darts. You could just go there and re-up the needles if you wanted. Just go get 100 pack of needles. Like, just goofy, absolutely. I can't even imagine what would happen if you just set that up. Like if you had a kiosk in a mall. You know, like what you gonna be selling? Like, oh, we just selling like little, puzzles, Rubik's cubes. We got blow guns, T-shirts. Wait, what'd you just say?
This sounds like it could be like one of the gangs from the Warriors, and like their shtick is like, look, we don't fuck people up. We got a couple of people that got AIDS to let us dip it in their blood, and we assassinate. That's how we keep peace between all these other gangs. Like you may get a slow death. We may blowgun you. We got a connection. We're not giving it away. $15. We can get all the blowguns we need.
We got a couple friends that are HIV positive. That's horrible.
Yeah. They let us dip the need. We do it. We got my uncle
That's
has
how
an
you win the war.
acupuncture business, and he only treats AIDS patients. And he takes all the acupuncture darts and he loads up the blowguns for people that don't get in line.
It's not fair. It's not, and then you could just you could dry dart people just as a warning. You just hit them with
They did it in Oz.
you hit them
They
with
did
a
it in
clean
Oz.
blow dart and be like, see, I could have took you out just now. That could have been the end of you, bro. But I'm trying to give you a chance to act right. That's horrible. That's horrible. That's what do you call it? That's not chemical. Is that not chemical warfare? With
Biological.
Biological warfare.
That's illegal, ain't it? Ain't that some shit you can go?
Yeah, but I mean, we already
Yeah.
into blowguns. It just matters a degree at this point.
Right, yeah,
We're blowgunning people.
You can't expect me to just dart you with a needle. Like, what's the point? What's the
Right.
point of blow darting you?
There's
with
gotta
clean
be a
needle?
The
threat of
best part is the
disease
poison.
if you get struck with a needle.
Right.
If
The
it's just like,
best part, you got a blowgun. The poison is implied.
right.
Whenever
That's
you
what I'm
shoot
saying.
a blowgun,
You shoot a blow dart with nothing on it. Just like, oh, I just
Warning
got hit
darts?
with a
that's
blow
stupid.
dart.
Right.
That's kind of stupid. Whenever
That's what
you
they
see
thought
it
of when
get
they
used-
invented it. And they were shooting at each other like, this is like the most useless thing.
Right,
It's just
like ow, 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 ow.
ouch.
Just shooting each other.
Listen.
Ow, that hurts. Stop it.
And they're real quiet. They don't talk loud. They're all dressed like geishas. They got the geisha makeup on, and they're themed Asian assassins. and they're one of the gangs in the Warriors, and they don't if you fuck one of them up, they don't even fight back. They just go home and they get the blowgun. That's it. Dartsica, you don't know where. You're at McDonald's, you're at Burger King,
Right.
you cashing your check, it doesn't matter. All of a sudden you feel a little sting and you hope to God it's a mosquito. But you pull that little dart out and you know you got AIDS. They're not fucking around.
That's how you clean the neighborhood.
I mean,
That's how you clean the
I
neighborhood.
kind of like that story.
I like that
Until
story
you
too.
said
I
it
feel
back.
like the
And
neighborhood.
you could even put on before in the movie based on a true story, and people would just be like, "Oh yeah, that sounds about right." I think I heard about that happening.
Oh man, there's got to be some problems with that in it somewhere. I'm not sure. I don't see it personally just yet, but I feel like in here somewhere there's something problematic about purposely using HIV positive needles and blow darts to control other gang activity in your community. Like soon as you cross the gang lines, you get blow darted. You in the wrong neighborhood. You're on the wrong side of the town. Yeah, dart them.
A warning dart, though.
Yeah, first time is a warning dart. The warning darts are yellow. The HIV positive darts are red. You get the red dart, that's your ass, bro. It's over for you.
Damn, and everybody knows at that point.
Right. You get it in
And
front
it,
of people too. You be like
right.
you said, you be sitting down, eating outside, talking shit like, yeah, I fucked him up. I kicked his ass. He's dressed like a geisha. And you get a red dart in your cheek.
It was like, oh shit, Larry has AIDS now.
We have to shun you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're
we
still
have to shun
confused.
you.
This is 1992. We're still all confused about this disease. I
Yeah.
don't want to share a milkshake with you anymore.
No,
Yeah,
no. We gotta shun you
it's
immediately. Like we were just laughing and joking over French fries and milkshakes, and you got the red dart in your cheek, and we all just move away from you. No, you gotta go, bro.
okay, dude. I got it. It's a remake to the Warriors, but how the Warriors was like in the 70s, this shit is in the 90s. So you can make all these 90s. You have the dudes, the DMXs, the dudes that just no shirts, super gully, very effeminate when they're all hanging out. But you can have like, and you would come up with these extreme gangs, but one of them would definitely be the geishas.
The
I think they
geishas.
would replace the baseball furies with
Yeah,
the
yeah,
geishas.
yeah, yeah. Just geishas, and they're just all dudes.
Oh, definitely dudes.
All
But
dudes.
that's why it works now because it's it's not transgender, but it's kind of a nod to them. Like here you go. So if you were gonna remake the Warriors, but for nostalgia purposes, you set it in the 90s, which was a very violent time. It wasn't the 70s, but it was up there. The 90s put up numbers.
Yeah.
So I and you recreate based on however you were gonna lampoon the 90s. I think there's a lot of different gang groups you could come up with that are just over the top and ridiculous, and the geishas are definitely they're in there.
Yeah, the 90s are the people who survived crack. They made it out of the crack epidemic. And I was talking the other day about how amazing it is to me. You start to get to a certain age where things start to change, words start changing, new slang starts developing, and you just don't get it. But to know that crack became something positive, that's one of the most amazing word morphology transformations that I've ever seen or heard of in my life. The fact that just crack, I mean, I know in hip hop bad is good and that's a bad ride, brother, like all that kind of shit. I get that. But for crack to become something that the average white lady can leave Starbucks, take a sip from her cup and be like, "Oh, this is crack."
Right.
That is absolutely
I hope I never see that day.
astounding to me. Oh no, it happens. It happens. Coffee,
Ghetto,
especially.
ghetto is my pet peeve. When white people say this is ghetto, I'm like, what? How?
Yeah.
What's?
Yeah. Well, it depends on what it is, but I'll usually let it slide. Like, 'cause I laugh at it. I think it's funny. If something is partially carelessly rigged up to hold over until it can be replaced, I'll allow the use of the word ghetto.
But is it? You could also spin it and say it's resourceful. I mean, wasn't there a show MacGyver that was all about basically ghetto rigging shit.
Yeah, exactly.
It
That's
is just
exactly
so
what
when
he's
white
doing.
people do it, they're superheroes.
Yes.
Black people do it, that shit is ghetto.
Yes.
That's
Yeah,
some
that's
ghetto
what I'm
ass shit.
saying.
Yeah, because
It's
one
resourceful.
Of them,
Pretend
one of-
MacGyver did it.
One of them is doing it to stop a Middle Eastern terrorist from blowing up an airport, and the other one is stealing cable from his neighbors.
Yeah, basically.
It's not, okay, so it's not maybe intent. There's some maybe. There's some,
They both
Yeah.
imbibe some hardcore science.
Yeah, it's a little different. They both figure shit out. They both, one guy figures out how to defuse a bomb.
It takes a while the cable company to
The
figure
other
out
guy
it's been
figures
stolen
out
for a couple
how
of
to make a
years.
fucking grilled cheese on an iron in jail. But like that's where all the ingenuity comes out. So that's the ghetto one. And the one
you know, we
where
brew
it's
wine
over
in the
for.
toilet, right?
Yeah, that's
We
what we do.
we're brewing wine in the toilet.
Yep. Like you ever thought about opening?
Resourceful.
You ever thought
Yeah.
about starting a liquor company while you was out? Like, nah, I was stealing cars, bro. Like, so what'd you do when you got in here? I built a fucking tattoo gun out of a shaving. Like, what the fuck are you doing? How?
That's called
Yeah.
being an engineer.
Yeah.
What do you
Like, we need to change your
Design
profession.
Did you never think of that while you were outside? While you had freedom, you never started, tinkering, taking stuff apart? Like, nah, I was fucking domestic abusing bitches.
I was on
bro.
crack.
I was on crack. Yeah, I was just on crack. As soon as I got in here, away from the crack, and in here with other killers and rapists and murderers, that's when I really got focused and started, found my
Like,
passion
opened
in
up.
tattooing. Like, awesome. Thank
Yeah, I
you.
figured out what I was good at. I can take things apart. I got this electric toothbrush. Now I have a tattoo gun.
Dante's
Good for
Inferno
you.
Correctional Facility.
Yeah, that dude's on his way to the OnlyFans sponsored page. He's on his way to level 1 with level 1 privileges. He's not going below 5. Not that guy.
Nah, yeah, he's just giving tattoos. He found himself a trade. He's doing a good job. I appreciate that guy. I ain't mad at him. You know what I'm saying?
He's getting residuals on a wine that he's sponsored is being sponsored to showcase. It's its own branding. Yeah, good for him.
fucking toilet wine. You drink it through the bidet. You know what I'm saying? Like
What are you gonna drink, Ciroc?
Nah,
That's some
fuck
bougie ass shit. If you keep it real, you're sipping on toilet wine. You're sipping on. If there was something that was, a matter of fact, I don't know why that hasn't been branded. I think that's a great fucking idea. It's sell really cheap wine, but it's branded by a dude that's currently in prison now. Like help that dude get some residuals now.
What did he do though? Why is he in prison? That's the first.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't
We don't know
matter.
whether he did it or not.
Does
Nah,
it
we
get
gotta
you
know.
drunk and does it taste well?
No, we got to know what he did. We got to know what he did. If it's not, I saw the narrative has to be something where we can respect the fact that he's in jail, he's serving his time, but it's nothing like, oh no, we can't ever let you get out and make any money and get rich. You're a terrible person. So it's got to be right down the middle. He had to do something bad, but not terrible.
Well, here's how we make it fair, and we're beloved by the people. One, we do as a lottery. We just take all the names of every black prisoner currently serving that's doing more than 5 years, and you just run it through the lottery, right? You pick a name, okay, you get this branding deal for Pruno, and then you go to another dude, right? And now we're in the merit system. Anyone who's doing 5 years or above, send your case to be reviewed. We'll have people that will weed out, and then we'll look at like the top 10 worthy potentially killers to make the competing wine, because you're not going to make all the money unless you own both sides of the war.
Right.
So we would be smart. We'll have one branded whatever and the other branded whatever, but these are the only toilet wine officially recognized products on the market. So we own 100% of the market share, but people don't know because we've done two. And one we did by lottery, and that dude could be a piece of shit. The other wine company will use that against them, potentially, to defame them. But either way, we're getting all the money. But we'll have them compete, and it'll be Coke and Pepsi. People will pick their brand and stick with it.
Fucking toilet wine. The bad part is you could get away with it. I'm sure you could get away with it. With the right commercial, the right people behind it. If you get the right rapper, if there's currently a rapper who we know has been to jail and he's out of jail now and rapping, he could probably sell it.
Nope, we're going bigger than that because we're getting investors, and Nas owns 30% of one of the companies, and Jay-Z owns 30% of the other. We get them to invest in the official toilet wine. It'll be like when people used to argue about who was better, Jay-Z or Nas, and people would get stabbed over it. And we can relive that 90s nostalgia and pick a team. Who are you with?
Whose toilet hooch do you prefer? JC or Nas?
Who made the hottest track to try to peddle it to you? Dude. Right, and there's so much you could go through, you redo the whole who you with, the whole fucking video in this Jay-Z selling toilet wine. Are you going with company A, an inferior toilet wine product? We're not even gonna mention their name, but you know who they are. You're gonna go, this is where sophisticated people get their toilet wine. When you want to keep it real, but drink it out of a glass.
Yeah, there's inferior toilet wine products.
Yes,
those are inferior toilet
Contrary
wine.
to
the type. You know the one. You know the one.
Oh, it's disgusting. It's out of a toilet. Yeah, this is a common misconception, man.
Yeah.
The alcohol kills all the bacteria. You're drinking a sanitized product, I assure you, with the freshest of grapes and grape juice and grape jellies, fermented in a delicious blend.
Yeah, a nice brew in a bag, cleansed, clean.
It's
50
terrible,
hours,
man. And I know this is like
worse.
it's a real thing. I know, and that's the worst part about it. Is actually
and it works.
Process. I'm sure
everybody. It's tested it. Everybody drinks it. We've tested the product.
Dude.
Everybody in the penitentiary loves it. It gets everybody drunk and calm. Holidays, everybody love it. We have a nice holiday mix. We put a little bit of candy cane in there. Inside the mix.
Wait.
The
holiday theme.
Make it fun for the holidays.
It's the greatest.
Oh shit! Holiday eggnog. Eggnog out of the toilet. It's just another level of gross. I don't know why the wine is bad enough. Like, look, we made eggnog out of the toilet. Oh, for the holidays. That's disgusting.
It's been tested.
Dude,
every prisoner loved it. Every single one of them loved it.
No, but then they start coming up with different products. One company starts cutting it with grape soda and starts selling it as like a sparkling wine or like champagne. The possibilities are endless. This marketing feud has to happen. Look, they're billionaires. They can throw some money. They can start your own keep it real toilet wine company. Why are we just gonna have prison with the murders? Why just the murder?
Right. We just get the murders, the sagging pants, that's the hyper aggression. That's all we get. We don't get the toilet wine.
Right. You're selling bougie ass. We sell Hennessy. We selling vodka. We're selling as some bougie overpriced shit. If you can't get a $20 bottle of wine in the hands of the people, you're not keeping it real. This is bougie and sophisticated.
There no prison cooking show? How does that not happen? There is?
Yeah, what's his name before he passed away was trying to get one going. R.I.P. What's his name from Mobb Deep? I'm sorry. I'm dinosaur big.
Prodigy.
Prodigy, yeah. He tried to get one going. I think he got like 2-3 episodes.
Well, there's something kind of like that on Censor TV has a show called Maddie's Shitty Little Kitchen, and he was
Maddie's awesome.
Shitty Little Kitchen.
Yeah, and sometimes like he made some shit where he showed how you make it in prison. Like you mix like tuna fish and all this other shit in like a bag of broken Doritos, and he was showing like how you heat it and makes it into like a pile, like a little pie, like a crunchy little, weird shit. I don't know.
They call it a spread.
Yeah.
Okay.
The ramen noodles. Yep, the ramen noodles is the main ingredient.
I've seen this shit on TikTok, bro. Is a guy. I guess he's not in jail right now, but I'm guessing he was there for a while. And his whole channel would be he would call out the name of the thing like he was talking to his cellmate. He'd be
the algorithm.
Yo, Bunky. Yeah, yo, Bunky. You want me to make a such and such spread? And like, yeah. And then he would just show you all the ingredients and break the shit up and make it. And I was like, oh.
He says it's fire, right? What does he say?
I don't even remember, but
I forgot what he says.
He had a big
I know you're talking about
channel for a while, just showing people how to cook prison food. I guess you got to
bussin'.
You know.
That's
yeah, bussin'.
Bussin'.
Yes, bussin'. You gotta say it twice if it's really good.
Yeah.
Is bussin' or is it bussin'? See, I'm out of the loop, bro. I'm out of the
Yeah.
loop. Do you
No,
know?
you're right in there. You're
Do you
good.
know what it's called right now at this day and age? What do you know as having the skills to approach a woman, get her phone number, like all that kind of shit? What is that called?
Gaming,
Uh,
macking. I
yeah,
bring it up in
game.
Plenty of Fish, by the way. I bring up that conversation a lot.
So
I,
gaming, macking.
I, yeah, I believe the term is, yeah, game would be the
Yeah.
one I would think of first.
That is now referred to as Riz.
Mm.
Riz.
Riz.
I'll stay out of that one.
RIZZ. So if you see a guy, he's leaning on one elbow against the wall with the lady, and he's talking some good game to her. He's rizzing her up.
Mm.
That's what rizzing her up. And it's at all the teenagers, the young people. It just makes perfect sense to them. And I'm like, okay, I guess. Like, what's the root word? Where does this
Yeah,
come
etymology.
from? Like, I don't understand. But is it me? Am I getting old, or is that shit just don't make no sense? Weed, cannabis, herb, like all these words that refer to plant.
Oh, it's Za now.
Zaza.
Yeah.
You got to get some Zaza, smoke some.
I just learned Gaz, and then next thing you know, Za just came out of nowhere. I was like, wait a minute, I'm 36. I'm trying to keep up. What happened?
Bro, crazy. Crazy. Yeah, I'm all the way out of the loop. I have to have my daughter explain some jokes to me. Shit be going viral, and I'm like, why is this funny? I'm totally missing this, and it's like tied to 5 other things. As this one joke, I'm like, why are people laughing? There's this video going around on TikTok of a woman talking. She's eating some food, and she says, "Y'all better come up here and get one of these." And the person asks her, "What is it? What do you got?" She said, "It's a chicken salad." And then everybody, they're laughing, they're sharing it, they're using the sound. It's all over the place, and I keep seeing it, and I'm like, what am I missing? Okay. And then I come to the conclusion, like, oh, she's saying, like, y'all gotta come here. Y'all better hurry up and come to this place and taste this food. What is it? Is it something exotic from another country? Is it some crazy? Nah, it's chicken salad. I thought that was the joke, but that's not the joke. So my daughter tells me it's about women with BBLs, and I was like, what? What? So she explains to me that there's this thing when people are talking, they cover their mouth when they're talking. It's some kind of like, posh thing to do, I guess, like sticking your pinky out when you drink tea. They cover their mouth a certain way. And the people who do it the most happen to be like super cosmetically enhanced women. They just do it. And it's like all of this other lore that you have to know. And I'm like, yeah, I'm out of it. I missed all of it.
I just found out if you have veneers, you can't eat crabs.
If you have veneers, you can't eat crabs?
Nope.
What does that mean? Why? What?
Can't chew down. You can't chew down on the shell.
Oh, okay. So they don't really work like that?
It's just for show.
That's crazy. Is that what that is? I didn't know. I thought they like drilled them shits in there and you could just do whatever you want now. But
Nobody wants the responsibility of just brushing and flossing.
No, nobody.
The first time people get money, it's like, fuck it. Grind them down to the bone
shit out of it.
and just drill some new ones in that aren't even mine. Fuck it. I'd rather just be done with this.
I'm done. I don't even care anymore.
Right. I just want to have nice looking teeth without any of the effort or maintenance of just brushing and flossing. Fuck it. Just give me a mouthful of fake teeth. I don't know, man. That shit always looks a little goofy to me.
Yeah, because you know why? I don't know if it's because they're too symmetrical or if it's because people go for this, like, there's like this Hollywood smile kind of vibe where
Oh, that's exactly what it is. The Hollywood smile.
yeah, they just want to they see it so often, and I think they kind of go for it. Do you pick like the size of your individual teeth, or are the doctors freestyling, or what do you pick them?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I want these.
I've never went to like a little thing to find out.
Hey, we gotta do what you gotta do. I ain't mad. I just thought, I thought they were like completely functional. It's like you can't. And it's interesting that crabs is the designated. Did that come from Plenty of Fish too? Did that come from Plenty of Black Fish?
There's plenty of fish of color knowledge. Yeah.
Is that where that came from? I'm pretty sure
Was that naked dude jerking off covered in tattoos telling people about Egypt? Was that him?
Oh,
Yeah,
He was
just
the
oh
one
yelling
talking
man,
out
about.
facts, yelling out random fact blurbs.
oh man.
I'm
Wha-
curious and hard.
I'm
Tell me
curious.
more.
You know you can't eat crabs if you got veneers, right?
Oh
So
shit, he
much,
mystified it.
so much knowledge could be learned from Plenty of
If
Fish.
you just
So
Apparently.
log
much.
on to Plenty of Blackfish,
Just
get
log
you an
in.
account.
Listen, going
And
live on a dating app is the most underrated thing you could do on the internet.
is
Yeah,
that
cause
much?
you that's I feel like that's a lot of pent up frustration if you live on a dating app. Because first of all, just going live, you got to be excited. You're doing stuff. I'm live on Facebook. I'm live on Instagram. If you live on a dating app, that's like, yo, I need to get something inside me or me inside something right now, right away. What are they doing, bro? Like what are they even doing? How are these
It was,
conversations starting? You just
I
go live and
I
dude comes in and start beating off.
I try to go in. Well, I
I'm just
don't.
trying to figure it
There's
out.
there's there's a hole and there's like a depravity meter. So apparently, like it's Plenty of Fish, Meet Me, and it just keeps going down the hole. But like the censorship is very like slim. So like I say nigga all the time and nobody says anything. So but yeah, like there's this game that they do where it's like you do like a random dating thing. So it's basically like roulette, the roulette game. So like the thing after your date is done, it goes out to somebody else. And so like the dude just had his dick out.
Good lord.
Yo,
I
there
missed
was
I
one
missed the
dude.
steps to getting the dick out. What happened? Well, I don't think I
So there's
understood the
this.
lead
They
up.
have this little like roulette game thing. This little roulette dating thing, right? So if you're live, you could turn it on to where you meet random people. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
So if you're just in there meeting random people and then somebody randomly just puts his dick out, and then it just goes on to the next person, or like you're stuck watching him like jack off for like 2-3 minutes because you have to stay in the date for like 3 minutes.
You
They
have
give you
to?
money too. Like, yeah. You could disqualify them, but you only have like two. If you disqualify like two people, you lose your disqualifications. It's ridiculous.
Well, I'm
It's
looking at a
ridiculous.
video on YouTube right now. Nick Daniels says Plenty of Fish is officially dead from 2 weeks ago. So he's out. He's obviously
He's a
not.
white guy. He's a white guy. It's not for them. It's
Oh,
not for
so
them.
it's
I'm
just
telling you.
regular Plenty of Fish. You want Plenty of Black
Yeah,
Fish.
you want
Right.
the black
Wherever
fish.
black people go, they dominate. That's it. It's
Yes,
the NBA all over
the
Right,
again.
NBA.
right.
Yes, I'm telling you, it's the
Right,
NBA. Like,
right.
White people were
don't listen
focusing
to
on dating
don't
fundamentals, and
listen
then
to
a bitch
little
showed up.
white Don, Daniel, whatever this guy's name is. Don't listen to him. He doesn't
Nick
know what he's
Daniels,
talking
y'all
about.
go check out Nick
Nick
Daniels.
Daniels.
He says Plenty of Fish is dead. They like, nah, we dunking over here, cousin. I
Yeah,
don't know
man,
what
it,
y'all doing.
it's hitting, bro.
We
I'm
dunking
telling
over
you,
here, bro.
British men getting attacked by Black American women is the funniest thing in the world because they're not used to that type of aggression.
You're getting verbally attacked, right?
Just
Not
verbally
physically. Okay.
attacked, and they're just like, "What? Why are you so angry?" Like,
She like, bitch, this is my default.
it's
Fuck
like,
is you
what the
talking about?
fuck? What do you?
Okay, so all right. So I'm just scrolling here randomly. 5 years ago, Nick Daniels also made a video, reasons why men and women should not use Plenty of Fish. 5 years ago. It did 2 weeks ago. Plenty of
Oh,
Fish is
it's
officially
done.
dead. It's done.
All right, who does he work for? He works for
Exactly.
Tinder, for Bumble. Who's he work
Yeah,
for?
he's been trying to kill Plenty of
Exactly.
Fish for 5 years, bro.
Yeah,
He's been
I'll
talking
tell you
shit.
why shit
this has
sucks.
been his plot the whole
He's
time.
been on it the
That's-
whole time, though. That's the thing.
The dating fundamentals are over, but there's a bitch smoking a blunt and showing titties inside
Bro,
of
it's
Volkswagen
the
Beetle.
greatest thing in the world.
We
There's
need
this
feed,
Ethiopian chick from Denmark, and she speaks 5 languages, but it still doesn't mean you translate English very well. So if you say like the most basic thing, she she'll read it wrong, and then she just goes off on people.
This is, bro, this shit. Plenty
It's
of Fish.
great.
It's all these professional people telling you how to get more responses and 3 good openers on Plenty of Fish. It seems like all you gotta do is pull out your pipe.
Bro,
That's like, that's pretty much all you gotta do, right? Just
tell
get
tell
naked.
women that they're the earth of the universe.
listen, I do
Birth
all that. I
civilization,
go
baby.
in there. I go in there and I just give positive energy. I go in there with conversations. I ask all type of questions. I go back in our text and I ask like the craziest questions, and it gets them like wanting to know me. So that's once I got you, it's over. It's over. But yeah,
Yeah,
I've gone live a few times with a couple of them. Like I've got on the camera, but not show my whole face. But I show my face because you have to, because it's kind of weird that you don't show your face to these people. So like, but I once I show it, my phone is back like
that
up in
shit
the air.
sound like it's run by China, bro.
It probably
I
is.
ain't gonna lie. It
It
sound
probably
like it's run
is.
by China, allegedly. I'm just saying.
It probably is.
Dating
There's a lot of
profile.
Filipinos, and then there's a lot of like Africans
Oh
that's in
yeah,
it.
that's China,
Yeah.
bro. That's definitely China. They getting everybody's faces. That's what they're doing with TikTok too. I didn't really care until I saw somebody show video of what the Chinese TikTok algorithm looks like. I was like, oh, that's how y'all rolling. The Chinese TikTok algorithm is like people graduating from college, people
Oh yeah, I heard about that. Yeah.
people building machines and all. You can scroll. You don't see no twerking, ain't no fights, none of that shit. Nobody's in bikinis doing explicit yoga. They're just like, nah, look at this engineer, bro. But by the time it makes it to America, it's like, yep, twerking on a peanut butter jelly sandwich. That's what's gonna happen. That's just what's gonna happen. That's what y'all into. So, is it the simulation feeding this to people, or is it people telling the simulation what it wants more of? I don't know. But I know the simulation is definitely forcing borderline pornography on people. That's for sure. Because the National Geographic hack has made it to TikTok. It's not taking over. It's not going crazy, wildfire type shit. But there is absolutely a presence of topless indigenous women on TikTok bubbling right now
who don't have birth certificates.
to
That,
prove
that
what age they are or aren't. I'm just saying. But you can't be topless on TikTok. But if you're brown and a little dirty and you have on unconventional jewelry and clothing, you could be naked on TikTok. And I for the life of me, I can't figure it out unless white supremacy has created such a psychological hold on the population that they see native brown nudity the same way they see animals. So if seeing a prepubescent or a teenage naked African girl is that the same as you seeing, a naked cow in the wild? There's just nothing. It can't be sexualized by anybody, nobody. But hey, listen, if you found a loophole for the psychology of humans, for some reason, if the child is dirty, it's not sexualized. It's not naked. Or technically, if it's clean too, because we saw a 12-year-old girl in Playboy magazine or some shit like that that was in the bathtub. So it's clean, it's dirty, but there seems to be some weird rules about this shit that I'm not sure about. But
it almost sounds like there's a 10-year-old like negotiating with the justice system to get away with shit. It's like, well, what if we put it in a book, right? And then that book, like, just how can I obscure the rules just enough? How could I get access to this material?
yeah, it's pretty bad. And YouTube is the culprit because YouTube has a bunch of questionable shit on here. I'm not gonna put it on the stream just yet, but I, I've slipped unwillingly, unknowingly into a rabbit hole on YouTube, and there's playlists of these videos that have millions of views, and I'm guessing there's some kind of what you call it. There's some kind of learning aspect to these videos. I guess you could say there's some kind of educational aspect to some of them. But this one, okay, it's called Japanese massage, and it's on YouTube. I'm not positive if it's monetized or not because I have a I have an ad blocker, so don't tell anybody allegedly. But I don't know. This is loud. Is this educational?
Keep playing. We'll let you know. Keep playing. Keep playing.
Well, she definitely looks Japanese,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Definitely Japanese.
so it's definitely a different kind of massage than how other. See, like most people massage with their hands and they rub their hands on the other person, but this is kind of different.
Yeah.
See, because
Yeah.
But I mean, it's clearly, it's getting
This is
serious.
educational.
It's
This
getting
is
serious
educational.
now. There's other places you can massage, right? I mean, you don't have to just start right there.
well,
But
that's
you
a
have to
Japanese
learn.
massage.
Oh,
have-
right. My
you
okay,
have-
okay.
It's yes, like you have to get the proper
See?
education.
He's focused.
See,
He's focused.
All
see,
around the
you don't.
areola.
This is not
See?
American. If this was American, this would be dirty. This is
Oh, if this
Yeah,
was
you don't
American,
just-
you go to jail.
yes.
Right?
If-
No, no.
if a
This is
woman
this is
walked
something
into
like
a massage
This
parlor.
is
It's
Japanese
like,
no, like if your grandma's like, oh, I've been walking all day, my feet really hurt. Can you rub my feet? This is the traditional Japanese massage.
okay. I was
Nothing
just
When
dirty
wondering.
you
about
go
it.
to an Oriental massage parlor, what do you expect, sir? What is it?
The ending to be happy, to end well.
Okay.
Right.
All
This
right.
one started pretty happy. He didn't even wait till the end. He hopped right in.
That's
So-
the female version.
We're gonna need some lotion here. It's very dry. The shirt is very dry.
Yeah. See,
Yeah.
that's the problem with massages is the shirt is dry. You
Yeah.
need to oil the shirt to
Yes.
get the good.
To really
massage.
get in there and help your
And
grandma.
we wouldn't have known this had we not gone into this educational video.
Right. That's on YouTube. That doesn't allow this type of material. Right. I mean,
Allegedly.
allegedly, because we got well, like not a copyright strike, but we got like an age restriction warning because of beat that ass Rachel. That almost got us in some trouble. It was like, all right,
But
we'll let
this,
you slide,
this
but
right here,
this is
right
like,
here.
This is okay.
this is great.
This is YouTube, right?
This is-
Well, she's got a shirt on, and it is a traditional
That's true.
Japanese massage
But
for your
that's
grandma.
you know, I tried to go down this hole one time on YouTube. I got a strike too for this.
She is
I
not
was-
disrobed. Let's just say that she is not.
I was trying to
disrobed.
do a live of like to watch YouTube videos of what they allow, and like I put it on a black exploitation movie that was on YouTube and it was full, but Pram Girl titties came out, so I had to turn that shit off.
Mm.
But like the movie's still playing and that scene is still there.
Of course.
Right.
Look at this. It's like all kinds of wild shit. They don't give a shit, bro. Look,
Man,
oh,
you just turned me onto a whole new rabbit hole.
bro. This is
No,
a
I could-
woman
I
shaving
could go
her
into-
taint on YouTube. It has 856,000 views. But
It's
it's
a how-to.
educational. She's shaving her taint.
How else are you gonna know how to shave it?
All right, so just for
It's educational purposes,
just for
guys.
educational purposes. So this is.
I
where it
didn't even
starts.
know.
Wow.
This was the basic. I didn't know this is how this works.
Yeah,
Great.
it's YouTube, bro. And she's
Great.
giving you instructions just so you know, like
Yeah.
And for other purposes, people get like
And it's
just from
proper.
the top. So when you're
It's
looking at
proper.
the girl straight ahead and she's naked, all they've got is like a little strip or a little triangle or whatever, and you can do whatever you want.
See, exactly. This is educational. You got to get in there. You can't just, don't be shy.
There you go.
Don't be shy. This is YouTube. If you're gonna learn something, if you need to learn how to shave your taint, just as a person,
There you go.
just as a person, how am I gonna learn how to shave my taint right if not for YouTube?
There you go.
Yeah. Don't be
There
shy
you
with
go.
the camera. This
Go
is
right up in
education.
there.
It's education.
Right up in there.
This is YouTube, B. Talk
About-
about loopholes.
Yeah. It's National
Yeah,
Geographic.
I thought
it's National Geographics.
I thought naked yoga was all pushing the boundaries.
Bro.
This is like a clear shot inside of the vagina. Like, you want to know how everything works in here? You want to see how all the pieces connect? Here you go. Here's a
Bro,
close up.
It gets better.
Yeah.
Bro.
She did a nice job, I have to say.
She's thorough.
Thorough. No cuts. No
She's
nips.
She's thorough. I'll say that.
I can't shave without cutting something. That's
She's
why
a
I don't
pro.
shave
It's
anymore.
not her first
That's-
rodeo. It's not her first rodeo. I'll
Yeah.
say that. She knows what she's doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does feel kind of just like showing off at this point.
Right.
Like, look how good I can shave my asshole in my box.
Yeah.
Like, I don't need any help. I don't need to go nowhere and pay anybody to do it for me. And look how clean that is.
Easy peasy.
Lemon squeezy.
And then don't put autoplay on. Let's see. I don't know what comes after this. What do you?
I don't know how you top it. Yeah.
Well, anyway, I was just saying, there's a lot going on YouTube.
Shit.
There's a lot going on YouTube, bro. And that
Gotta go
was
back
just
to the drawing
that
table.
was a stumble. That was a stumble. That wasn't even like, hey, let's see the depths of people. How far can you push this YouTube community guidelines? Like, no, this is just, hey, what's going on over here? Oh, there's a whole movie about a woman going to prison. So there's a lot of, okay, is it rape?
Yeah, there's definitely a rape scene in that movie. Absolutely.
Is it? Is it?
Or coerced sex. There's got to be.
Okay, a
It's a chick in
coerced sex
prison.
feels a little better. Coerced, I mean, because it's rape. It's like it's just women in prison. What's she gonna? I mean, I know this is like, it's not politically correct, but we understand that it's rape when a dude goes to jail and he gets penetrated. But if a woman goes to jail and they just like touch her boobs and, well, I don't know what they do. I'm not sure how the process is there.
They
Is it
force
like,
box eating. It's forced.
Yeah, they
it's
force
forced
boxing.
cunnilingus.
But
That's
like
their rape.
that's like the NBA dunks and the WNBA does layups, right? That's like the same thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd rather be forced to eat pussy than
Right.
raped in the ass.
Right, yeah, I mean, if it comes down to it,
Give me a
If I had to
choice.
choose, yes.
That's one thing I think-
No, let's be fair. It would be forced to give a BJ because it's same sex. So that's
Nah, I
what it
don't-
would be, forced oral. Let's just say that. But still, if you got a choice, I mean, it seems like they have an easier. That's a layup for them. It's a
I
layup.
don't see the
Not-
traumatizing factors. That's all
You're
not
I'm
not
saying.
getting
not-
dunked on.
That's all I'm saying.
Nah, but you have a dick in your mouth. I don't think there's any coming back from that if you're not into that.
Yeah, it still seems more traumatic, right?
That's what I'm saying.
gotta-
For a female, but for a male, it's very traumatic. But for a female, I don't see
Not
like
so
a
much. I don't think so.
life altering traumatic.
That's a rough one, bro. This is rough. We would have to talk to, we would have to find a woman who's been forced to give her opinion on it, because is it fair? Is it not dinosaur bigotry to just assume that being forced to blow somebody is worse than being forced to eat somebody's box?
No, it makes perfect sense in my head.
Perfect sense. I don't
Perfect
see.
sense.
I don't see anything wrong
Like,
or
no,
illogical.
that math is definitely math. It's worse.
The message is there.
Oh, I don't know, man. I don't know. It kind of feels a little velociraptorish. There's a little bit of a velociraptor vibe going on with this. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. But I will go out on a limb and say whatever's happening in the female prison is probably a layup considered to the dunking that's going on in male prisons.
I have to agree.
You could find way more women who would say vaginas look a lot better than penises. If you polled every single woman on the planet, you would get more women that think vaginas are attractive than disagree with the idea that penises aren't much to look at. They're just not. They're not appealing, visually appealing. They're like, yeah, I'll suck them. There's only a couple of women that are just really thrilled about sucking cock. It's just, I don't think that they're.
It's like 8 or 9 tops.
No. I'm sure there's more than that sucking dick. But I mean, just can't wait to suck a dick.
Yeah, the
Oh
ones
my
that
gosh,
enjoy
I
it,
can't-
there's only a few.
It's that. Yeah, I
But
gotta.
the best ones are the ones that said they don't like doing it,
Yeah.
Oh, that's probably.
and then agree that they like. Then agree that they'll do it. Then,
Okay. So they
Come on,
eventually agree. Okay. I'm just saying.
Yeah, because they're in prison and they have no choice. And you're a prison guard, and this is just part of your sick fantasy.
That's not what I'm talking about. But
That's what I heard.
Or,
What I heard.
or you're in prison with a transgender woman, and you're gonna have to give a BJ anyway. You did all this work to get to women's prison. Women's prison is not the same as men's. It's not an escape into homosexuality. That's not what it is. It's a little bit different. But you did all this work. You put all this effort as a woman to make it to jail. They barely go to jail. Even when they do crazy shit, they barely go to jail. They don't go to jail as much as men do.
Bro, I just watched one where they chopped up this kid, having relations after they killed the murdered the kid, and they made a plea deal. She got 15 years. She was part of the decapitating. Like she decapitated.
Yeah. This country, I don't know about other countries, but America for sure is not ready to charge women harshly. And not
Right.
not harshly, Just charge them in accordance with the crime the way you charge men. I don't give a shit. If a guy stabs somebody in a bar fight and kills them, you're gonna give that guy 50 years. So if a woman stabs another woman in a bar fight, she's gonna get 10 years or 15 years. What the fuck? You give her 50 years. It's the activity. It's the same thing. I don't understand why you're dealing with criminals now.
I think it's kind of a soft acknowledgement that they're really not that dangerous. Like you hit a half court shot, you got lucky, and your brittle bird bones didn't break as you murdered a man. But I don't think you're gonna be able to do this again. Like lightning doesn't strike twice. Get out of here, slugger.
When a woman brutally murders somebody, it's like hitting a half court shot. Like when you invite an audience member down onto the court during the game and they hit the half court shot. That's the odds of a woman actually successfully committing a violent crime.
Yeah.
Seems like what they believe.
Yeah, because they don't charge them. They barely charge them. You think a man could get away with probably killing his baby and then like going out and partying? Like you think he could sit on the stand and grin during a case like that? And then
they do that
off?
in Japan though.
While fucking his lawyer. Yeah.
I don't think that's possible. I think you're going under the jail. And then when you get to jail, the walrus is going to be waiting for you. But for some reason with women, I don't know. Maybe women's prison is for real gladiator school. And we just don't know. But I feel like they're doing each other's nails.
Yeah.
I could be wrong. Maybe I saw a documentary. Maybe I made it all up in my head. But in my mind, in women's prison, they're just doing each other's nails. I'm not saying nobody ever gets stabbed. But like women, they stab each other out here too. It's the same shit. I just don't imagine it being. Oz put fear in my heart as a teenager. Growing up watching Oz, we would all gather around on Thursday, whatever day it was, and it would make you nervous and uneasy to watch Oz. We go, oh my God, this shit is so scary. A women's prison? No, it's a comedy. That's a comedy. And that's literally
Orange is the New
Black. It's a comedy. The worst thing that happens in that prison is she makes you like the sexual assault. That's what happens in Orange is the New Black. She's like, you know what, bitch? I'm going to teach you a lesson. I'm going to hold you down and eat your box, and you're going to love it. And you're going to be mad at me for it, but you're still going to love it. And then you're going to have like a psychological dilemma. That's the punishment in a women's prison.
Right, you're coming a lot, and you don't know how you should feel about it.
Right, and you cry afterwards because you feel like a whore. I can't believe I let her make me bust, and I said no. She raped me. It's not right, but I liked it. Fuck, who am I? What am I? Cry in the shower. Yeah, that kind of shit. But it's not like
having 37 holes in your torso for no reason.
It's different. That's different. I'm sorry. That's different. That's not happening in women's prison. It's not. I'm sure there's a couple walruses in women's prison also. They got tattoos on their faces and, all that shit. But guess what? Guess what's the worst thing that she's going to make you do?
Eat her box.
That's as bad as it gets. Either you're eating her box or you're getting stabbed.
Catnips. Eat the catnip.
Yeah.
Get shanked.
That's it. Or you get stabbed. It's done. Wash your hands. Finished.
Yeah. I feel some empathy.
Yeah,
I feel some empathy.
Nobody should have to deal with that. But I'm just saying.
Just by comparison, it's silly.
Yeah, it's totally WNBA.
Come on, guys. We have it worse.
The only time shit gets spiced up in there is when you put a transgender woman in it. And then it's like, oh, what's going on? That's when it shakes up the place. But other than that, they just in there chilling. I feel like you should probably, we talked about this before, and, the analytics, the brain of the operation didn't think it would work. I still think it's possible that it could work. I think there's incentive on both sides to house violent women offenders in men's prisons. One, because it saves space. You don't have to have a women's prison and a men's prison. Two, you could build it so that they don't have access to each other. But I think the women, just knowing that the men are like, one concrete wall away, I think that's a whole nother layer of fear that could make a real prison experience not just being in there with a bunch of girls and just chilling.
That's definitely like that's what you should do to like a mass murderer female prisoner, like, and she hates men. Just put her in like
Yeah, mass
in a
murderers,
mirror.
yeah, all that kind of shit. People,
Yeah.
yeah, you should go to jail. Not like parking tickets and but if you maiming people and scarring
Dude.
them, there should be a section of a men's max, super max, where you just house the women. There's not even that many of them. Just put them right in the middle.
No, we're already on the. If we've already done this with women's sports, the logical conclusion is let's just tear down the barriers everywhere.
Oh
And
no.
let's
No.
yeah, no. Prison has to be co-ed.
No,
Listen, there's
no,
no
no.
difference between men and
Listen,
women.
there would be no women would
Oh
never go to
my
prison ever again. I know that
bro.
much.
No, but how do we have them play, track and field against each other, but we need to house them at different facilities? It can't be there's no difference and there is a difference at the same time. Stop it.
Bro, listen.
No, what are we? White supremacist, racist? You know who separates the men and the women? The juice. That's right. If you go to teaching in a synagogue and you go to the right kind of sect, you gotta have a curtain. You're on separate sides. Don't fucking touch each other. Stay separate. You're separated. Do we want that kind of racism and bigotry? Do we want that? We want to keep people separate and make them feel less than? No. Listen, you can play in the regular NBA and you can go to regular prison. You can do everything the men can do.
You can go to regular prison. Yeah, why need a whole special prison just for y'all?
Yeah, or just get in the kitchen and throw on an apron. That's it. Or go to man prison. Which is it? You want in on this or what?
It's so brutal. Because you know why? You know what in my mind what I see is they don't even there's no sentences served by women ever.
No. You know what Hollywood's going to do with that? They're going to make a movie where that happens, and then one bitch goes in there and starts running the whole prison. And all the
Right.
dudes just do
Oh,
whatever
yeah.
she
Yeah.
says.
Yeah.
She gets to fuck who she wants. They all protect her chastity. The dude that tried to force himself on her, the rest of the dudes kill her, killed the dude, viciously, and she's just running it. And that's the story that they'll tell. Like, yeah, if we ever put women in the man's prison, the women would be running that fucking prison because you guys are dumb. Okay, let me show you how we would run it. All right, I want to see that movie. I know it's completely fake, but it would be interesting. It'd be interesting to see how they would work it.
You know what? I not only would I like to see that movie, I'd like to make that movie. I'd like to make that movie. And I know it's one of those things where it's like, you could think it up and sell it to somebody else. But honestly, I'd like to be a part of something like that because it's always pissed me off so much. There's no right way to do it because it could never happen. The only right way to do that is the first day she goes to jail. She's trying to escape and she digs a hole in her wall and she finds a fucking magic emerald that gives her immortality powers and some shit.
She finds the Thanos gauntlet that was buried in the wall of the prison.
Yeah, she finds or a magic rat.
The superhero movie.
Yeah, a magic
that bites
rat
her and she becomes Rat Woman.
Right. That's the only way. That's the only way you take over a prison as a woman. Other than that, you just disappear. They do roll call. We won short. What happened? I don't know.
Nobody saw anything. Nobody knows.
I don't know, but everybody's pretty relaxed. They got their feet kicked up. There wasn't any tension on the cell block for about 2 weeks. I don't know what happened. But yeah, that would be the most brutal shit to ever happen. I feel like women as a whole would boycott the justice system if you said, okay, well, if you can merge the sports and everything else and you want to get in the military, okay, you know what? Well, one jail for everybody. I think women would protest the justice system. They'd be like, nope, that's not right. We need special treatment even as criminals. You can't put us with regular man criminals. Like, no, it's the same thing, right? We got a guy in here. What's the difference between putting a woman in the men's prison and putting a tax evasion guy in a prison with a fucking serial rapist?
None at all.
What's the difference?
It's
Not
hard
at
to
all.
make the argument of why
Not at
one
all.
seems humane, the other's just completely out of the question.
Right. So just because
Because that tax evader is basically a woman. When he goes to prison, he's basically a woman.
Basically.
That's terrible.
He's not gonna make it in Gen Pop. There's no way.
So, if he has to go through it, so should she.
No, it's Tobias Beecher, bro. We all know what happened to Tobias Beecher. He was a regular guy. He was drunk driving. Yeah, I was drunk driving. I killed a kid. My bad. But yeah, that's your life now? You're basically a woman in a men's prison. Yeah. So if you could put that guy in the same prison as a serial rapist, you should be able to put a woman in especially a violent offender woman, in the same prison as a violent offender man. I think prison should be integrated. I was saying integrated as in, you put them in a special sector. Maybe that's how you start, and then you give them like some co-ed yard time and shit, just to see how that goes. You work it out, see if everybody behaves or if everybody just fucking tackle those bitches or something. I don't know. What do you think they would do? What do you think that would be like? The chatter in the prison would be different. It would be, I think it would get dangerous. I think it would get dangerous immediately.
They do have like semi-co-ed prisons, but it's just everybody's separated. But like roommate to roommate, revolutionary.
Oh no, that's gonna be bad. I don't think you want to do that.
Yeah, it's and that's why it's just silly to indulge any of this. It's like, listen, if we're not having separate spas, separate bathrooms, unless you're willing to go to we're not having separate prisons, you need to shut the fuck up. You need to just shut the fuck up about all of it.
That's the conversation ender right there. Whenever any of this shit comes up about sports,
same sports, same bathroom,
so same prisons. What about that? And that ends the conversation. Everybody goes, "Wow, well, wait a minute, hold on." Yeah, we can't go.
Yeah, but they're dangerous. Yeah, they're dangerous to the men too, bitch. Equality.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? Well, no, it'd be too dangerous from why? Are you less than?
Right.
Are you not able to compete? What are you saying?
Yeah, can you compete in violence with men? That's pretty much what sports is.
You're telling us you can.
Yeah.
You're telling us you can.
You saw G.I. Jane.
You saw it.
Or worse, the one we just was laughing about recently with the woman on the ship. How she jumped on a dude who was fucking 350 pounds and just whipped his ass.
Oh, yeah, she was great.
Yeah,
she
beat him up.
was just send that bitch to man prison. She'll make it.
Yeah, just beat
everything
him
will be fine.
Beat him. You see that big ass dude with those wide ass shoulders, the bald head, the beard? Yeah, just beat him up. Jump on him, fuck him up.
You got this. You got this.
You already murdered her, man. Come on.
Come on, get in there, killer.
I've been seeing, and there's a lot of intersex violence happening on the internet these days. I don't know if there's a new rash of it going on, or these interactions are just going volatile more often. But I've definitely in the last month or so, I've seen a lot of intersex violence on the internet, man, in regular places too. Like I'm not going to, punchwomen.net or no shit like that. I'm not going to. It's not.
They haven't took that down yet.
No, it's still streaming.
Good to know. Good to know.
Are you serious? Yeah. That's a thing.
No. No, punchwomen.net. I don't think. Hopefully, it's not. It could be. You never know.
I feel like it is. I feel like.
Should I Google punchwomen.net?
Yes, please.
All right, but I'm not going to no strange place.
Wait, no. Punchwomen.org.
.org. This site can't be reached. It don't even give you the option.
There is definitely a .com. There's definitely a .com.
So if I go to GoDaddy, right? So if I search GoDaddy, they're gonna be like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
Oh no! Or Google how to punch a woman? Question mark.
Punch women.
It's just.
Oh, I can get it for a penny.
You can get it. You can get it.
I get it for a penny for the first 2
The greatest
years.
juice in the world. Punchwomen.com. There you go.
Yo, we should buy the worst websites and just stand by. Look, it was the cheapest shit. It was a penny for 2
It was
years.
a penny for the first year, bro.
Listen,
Hey,
y'all
women.
okayed Hawaiian Punch, so we're okaying punchwomen.com.
$21 for the first year to get punchwomen.net, org, and info.
All
Damn.
together. Nice.
Damn.
Oh, punchwomen.net is $15. Punchwomen.org is $9.99. Punchwomen.world, that's only $1.99 for the first year, but that was expensive after that. The re-up, that's how they get you. Punchwomen.live, that's bad. That's not gonna go well.
Oh my gosh.
Punchwomen.online.
Wait, it's 10 grand?
Punchwomen.online. No,
Oh, was it?
juicemen.com. Why is juice? Okay.
Juice
yeah.
Oh, you know exactly why. That
don't-
one they're
yeah.
pricing you out of.
Don't Google that. Don't Google Juice Men.
Oh, dude, the that Dave Chappelle monologue, dude, was fucking hilarious.
Yeah, he was awesome.
He's like, dude, when he said, "With black people, it's a gang. With the Italians, it's a mob. But with Jews, it's just a coincidence."
Right.
That was fucking brilliant.
Yeah, they were protesting his appearance. I heard a lot of people like walked out or whatever and didn't want him to be up there just because of this old shit that hasn't that been gone already for almost a year.
It's been gone, but there's divas out there, man. Like
We'll
when you go,
pray for their souls.
yeah, man. When you go to like SNL and stupid shows like that, of course you're gonna have like the uppity, protester that's in the crowd. It's college kids. It's college kids.
So are we buying punchwomen.com or what? What do we should
I'm down.
And
Let's start a
we'll
juicing
sell it,
company.
and we'll
Let's
sell
go.
it to women, to feminists. We'll price it at 10 grand, like they
Yeah.
did for Juice Men, and just buy it from us, and nobody will ever have it. I guess it doesn't matter. Who cares, right? Who cares? You can buy any domain name you want. It makes sense. You can monetize it, and maybe it's all female led juice company. They're the punch women.
That's what I'm saying.
The punch women, not
Oh yeah.
Giving you that juice.
Yeah, punch women. Yo, we should buy it and make like a juice company. That'd be
To the moon. To the moon.
That'd be
Yo, that is the
amazing.
best name. Punch women. Punch women. Organic fruit punch.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Perfect.
Punch. I can see the can. I can see the little organic juice. It's all dude. We got kombucha. You know what I mean? Punch women.
Make you want to
man.
smack your mama.
I love it. That shit is special.
And then just you defend yourself. Hey, what was Hawaiian Punch telling people to beat up the natives?
right.
And
Is
they
that
were.
Is that what you got from that?
right.
And they were. If you watch the commercials, they
Yeah,
were.
there was definitely people were getting punched
Yeah.
in Hawaiian Punch commercials. So we should definitely stay away from our mascot actually punching women on
Yeah.
camera.
No,
Only
it'll
on
just
camera,
be,
though.
It'll just be. We'll never reference it. It'll just be women making juice.
It'll just
Yeah, the
punching
punch women.
juices, all from female plants, just punching the juices.
But on the can, there's a little like star behind Punch Women, like with a little glove
Oh.
insignia.
Yeah.
Like it's definitely there. You can't get away from it. But we're not going to acknowledge that.
Yeah, we gotta have some stars behind the head of the Punch Women logo. Dude, seriously, I feel like that's a good business. This is like the third good idea on this episode. I'm happy because I would take Punch Women all the way. I'd take that to Shark Tank.
I'll take it to
Yeah.
Shark Tank.
I'll go to Shark
Got
Tank
it.
with Punch Women, and
I'll
I'll
go
get
with it.
what, and just look at you
The
with a straight
t-shirts,
face.
hats.
Yeah, we should make the t-shirts now before the business, and just wear Punch Women
It's a-
t-shirts.
It's a successful juicing company. Anybody ask you anything, it's a successful juicing company.
Yeah,
What is
organic
it?
Right.
Hawaiian Punch.
Oh
yeah,
shit.
man.
Dude,
That's it.
it says Punch Women, and then underneath is the tagline: a successful juicing company.
Yes.
And then there's and then there's like women pouring, handling fruits, pouring juices in the cups. There's clearly some sort of juice thing going on, but it's still just the shirt. What stands out on the shirt is Punch Women.
Punchwomen.com. Yeah.
Yeah.
Punch Women. I love it, bro. I love it. I'm about to start doing some brand research. Juicing companies ran by women. I want to see what those logos look like. I want to capture that and make a Punch Women T-shirt. GoDaddy, Punch Women for a penny for the with a 2-year contract, a penny for the first year, and then $20 after that. You know what? I might have to do it. It's only gonna cost me a penny, and we got a year to make some money off of it.
Let's go.
Fuck, dude, I love it. I gotta do it.
Punch women.
I gotta do it. I
You
have
got
to.
the mango, got the pineapple,
Just as an
special
artistic
apple.
experiment.
The battered pineapple.
Yeah, man.
For some reason, they just have fucked up. Can't
Got a
leave
batter.
blueberry. Just
Blackberry surprise.
Surprise, bitch.
underlying tropical fruit.
The black guy's surprise. That's hilarious, dude. This is not domestic violence that's funny. It's just punch women, the flavor, you know.
It's all the Caribbean fruits. So
Dude,
everybody
battered
accepts it.
pineapple is great. Yeah.
Gosh, yeah, this is. I might have to do it. It sounds too good. It feels too right. It feels too right. I want to wear a Punch Women T-shirt, bro. I just want to wear it in the world and just see what people just be like, yo, what the fuck?
This is the perfect time to wear a Punch
What the
Women
fuck?
T-shirt. That's it.
Should I just pick addresses?
That's a successful juice company.
Should I
Oh,
just pick
okay.
addresses out of the phone book and mail them a Punch Women T-shirt?
Yes, yes. Yes.
Dude, and the way that is like, listen, we understand there's been some, we want to be clear. We do not support domestic violence, so we donate 100%, 1%. We donate 0.25% of our annual profits to a women's shelter group.
There we go. See?
Then you're out. You're committed to giving something to the cause. And like, look, we're sorry for the confusion, but it was the cheapest web address available. We're starting out as a brand new business, right? Beggars can't be choosers. And we really intended it just to be, hey, these are some ladies that like to make punch. It was like Golden Girls, but with fruit punch. Is this the punch women? They're the punch women.
Punch. Fuck.
Just
They're
those
gonna
two
be
words
they're gonna
together.
have
It's a problem.
kiosks at the festivals. People are
Oh,
like, "Where you going?"
shit.
I'm going to Punch Women. There you go.
Let's go.
I'm going over to Punch Women real quick and get a
Come on, man.
smoothie.
Jamba Juice? No, punch women.
Punch Women.
Oh, Punch
no.
Women.
A competitor.
Saying?
Jamba Juice is gay. Go to punch women. Real men go to punch
man.
women.
Real
Yeah.
men go to Punch Women.
To the moon.
Oh my god, I love it. I love it. It's a match made in heaven. Real men and Punch Women.
Yes.
It's perfect. It's perfect. I love it. I'm buying a domain name and we're gonna make a T-shirt that says Punch Women. Do some brand research, and I guarantee we could sell it to some progressive white women from California. There's a 3-woman group. They're sorority sisters or something like that, and they all got together. They said we're gonna become multimillionaires in the next 5 years. They got plans. They got some daddy's money. They got it all figured out, and they're just waiting for the right business to come along. And they want to rebel a little bit. They got a dark sense of humor, and they're gonna see Punch Women, and they're gonna give us like $6 million for it.
Yep.
I say around $6 million. So actually, I say $6 million after taxes. That's what I say.
Yeah,
$6 million
$6
after
million
taxes.
is a low ball. Yeah, absolutely. I can't let you sign it over for $6 million. We'll just as soon do it ourselves and just identify as women and just make up that backstory.
Right.
If we're the punch women, you fucking
No,
dig
it's
it.
us. Did you
We
just
Yeah.
assume that we weren't
You're looking
the
at
Punch
'em.
Women? You're fucking
Oh
looking at him,
shit!
Chief.
Did you see my Twitter profile? It's she her. Fuck you.
God. Did you you for real made yourself a she her?
Oh
This
no
is
no
why
no.
we
Well,
make Punch Women.
this will be the punch women profile. I couldn't.
Oh, okay. I thought you did.
I
it
couldn't
for
do
real.
that to Yakub. No.
Right. Just you never know because it's unquestionable. You
That's
can't.
true.
You can't be like, hey, are you sure that's the right pronoun? Cancel. No more PayPal. Just for asking that question. No more PayPal. You're out of here. Done.
I guess if I put he him, then I'll be safe for pretty much everything.
Yo,
Because then they'll know I'm on board.
Punch Women, bro.
Punch Women is great.
Punch Women is perfection. And the fact that it's a penny for the first year tells me it's the lowest investment you could possibly make in a domain name.
In 2 years?
Started this business for a penny.
Yeah.
Yep. It's a great backstory.
Yep.
This made us $600 million in 18 months.
600 million in 18 months. I can agree with that. I'll allow it.
It became a phenomenon. People just loved it.
Yep.
Conservatives liked the joke about violence towards women because they're savage cave beasts, and liberal white women felt super empowered. They felt they had enough energy to call the police on those suspicious black children in their neighborhood, and they were powered by Punch Women.
Greatest Shark Tank episode ever.
Powered by Punch Women.
I'm going to Punch Women,
dude.
That's great.
I'm searching deep in my brain for the bad part of it, for the real problem. I get it, the word entendre is like, hey, you don't want to make fun of violence against women. It's like, actually, you're the problem for bringing that up.
You're the bigot. That's what you thought of?
Yeah, that's what you thought of.
But your name, Carrot Juice Threats. I don't understand the naming of some of your flavors.
Carrot Juice Threats.
We're trying to destroy the immune system, sir. We're trying to rejuvenate the body. And how else can you do that
really make it super
without
pervasive.
threatening your body?
You can make it super pervasive. I love it, dude. Punch Women. This might be. What if this is the one?
I can totally sleep at night knowing that's how we made our fortune. I have no problems with it.
I'm gonna write that in my deathbed. It'll be like punchwomen.com.
Changed our lives.
That's it.
It's on behalf of free speech. It's pro free speech, and it's funny. Every sane person will know. No sane person is like, yeah, that's how I deal with my problems. I think it's perfectly okay to punch women. It's just yeah.
First thing I thought about was juice. First thing.
Yeah, because I'm not a racist.
First thing.
I'm not a racist. When I hear punch women, I think about
some women that make punch.
A successful company of women. A successful company of women that made their independent fortune rebelling against the patriarchy and making delectable, exquisite juices to quench our thirst and give us nutrients.
Fuck all that high fructose corn syrup shit.
Yeah, fuck.
And where would you rather get your juice from? You like women juice? You like dude juice?
Yeah,
you want dude to pour you a tall glass of juice from his cock? Is that what you want? You want to buy it from Punch Women, where you feel like they brewed it right in their womb.
Or you want a thick, frothy man juice before you go to the gym? You need a spotter, buddy? That's what you're doing?
Sip on that Punch Women.
Right. Or do you want the divine nectar of Punch Women?
Listen, they got a man juice kiosk right across the food court. You can go to man juice if that's what you're craving.
Guzzle it down.
You craving some man juice?
Check it out.
Go get it.
Guzzle it down if that's what you're into. I hear eggnog's on sale, seasonal this time of year. You can go guzzle some eggnog from man juice.
Guzzle it. Go ahead.
I'm good. I'm gonna be over here at Punch Women, sipping on that divine nectar, bro. That's what I'm gonna be.
That's right.
Yeah, you can't beat it. You can't beat it. The more I say it, the better the name sounds. And the more I say it, the more
it feels right, right?
It feels right.
It just feels great. And then when you talk about it, you could bring up the wine that you sell.
Right.
We're actually in talks with Jay-Z and Nas right now about our homemade prison wine
hooch
venture, toilet hooch venture. Yes.
We're
currently looking for capital.
Right,
well, it's gonna branch off. Punch Women is how we get on the map, and then we rekindle the Jay-Z Nas feud by having two different brands of who's keeping it real prison wine.
Yes,
and you have
let's be honest. Punch Women put us on the map.
Right, we're here because of Punch Women.
Yeah, Punch Women got the ball rolling. That's how this all started. I love it.
It's because of Punch Women. We're here.
The more I say it, the more I should assume that you know what I mean when I say it. It sounds sophisticated now. Punch Women. It's like, oh, you assumed violence? Is that what your cave brain?
I want some pineapple juice right now.
No, when I heard Punch Women, I got thirsty. You thinking about violence? I don't know what's the matter.
Man.
Yeah.
Listen, isn't this how you white people named your shires? We were actually it's a black-owned company that's trying to be cross-cultural. Look at your stories. You got Winterfell, King's Landing. It's
Winterfell.
all in the name. It's just so clear what it is. This is punch women. This is what you would have named your town that was famous for women that made fruit punch. If it was like the 800s in England,
This
you'd have
is the
called your town Punch Women.
next best thing from Coca-Cola.
Punch Womanshire.
You know what? And every time we tell the origin story, we'll make a list of other names that are not as good but just as literal, and we'll just switch them out. Like, well, it was down to juice dames or punch women, and we chose punch women. Like,
Because Dame sounded kind of antiquated and
yeah,
offensive.
it just wasn't
Yeah.
right. It
Didn't
wasn't
agree
right.
with it. Didn't agree with it.
It didn't work. We had all these different names that's super literal, but punch women was definitely the power move. That was the one that took it over the top. I would love to see a punch women truck, like at a festival. You at a festival, you half baked,
Yeah.
you dancing around, you thirsty, you going looking at all the trucks, and one of the trucks just has a big ass graphic on the side that says "Punch Women." Yeah, that's magnetic. I'm going right to that truck
Very magnetic.
before I even fully understand what the content. I'm going to that truck.
I need to see. My curiosity is the best of them.
Yeah, I got to figure this out on my own. Yeah.
Something special's here.
Oh,
Something
100%.
special.
You don't see a well decorated truck at a music festival that says "Punch Women" on the side. That's a once in a lifetime affair.
But for safety concerns, in case someone takes it literally, we don't hire any women. So this can also be an excuse to keep them out of the workforce. That you can't work there. We only hire
Right.
dudes fresh out of prison.
Right.
Just giant dudes
Right.
that just opened a Plenty of Fish of Color account. They're on their live streaming their cock diesel and they're showing up to work pumped up at a place that's called Punch Women.
No, because the CEOs are women. Yeah, but they
Oh
hire,
yeah, they got the goons. They
yeah,
hired
they
the
got the
goons
goons
to go out
to
for
do all the
them.
work. The CEOs are women. It's a women-ran, women-owned company. It's a
Allegedly.
women's ideology and identity at the head of the company, and we got big burly ass dudes to sling all the juice.
Oh, dude, and we give like another 1/4% to like breast cancer research. Like we make all of our charitable giving directly to women's issues.
Women's issues companies that are connected to women's issues, but run by all men.
Yes, of course.
Yeah, it's a breast cancer institute, but there's no women on the payroll.
Right. They don't
Not
know
a,
how to
not
do
a
research.
single one. What the fuck are they gonna do?
Right.
I
It's too
vote
much
yay.
for them.
I
Yeah.
vote yay.
If you want to help, just send in pictures of your boobs.
So we can-
It's just that's as
That's
much
it.
help as we're gonna give you. Just send pictures of your tits, and we'll do all the research. Yeah, run by women.
But you'd be forced to kind of make a decision. It's like, well, they're actually doing more. They're in their profit model is to make sure that they're actually getting money to things that help women. Like this is an integral part of their business model. This isn't something that they're just, as a promotion. They're fully that's a commitment they've made as a company. So are you more upset about the joke that you would undermine the good that's being done? Like it kind of forces people to confront. Like I like that at the heart of all of these harebrained schemes. Is this something where it's like it's undeniably giving you something good and helpful, but it's making you uncomfortable as fuck, and you got to figure out which is more important to you, and then explain it to yourself.
Yeah.
If you come to a conclusion that's really impractical, I love it. Punch women.
Damn, it's really good. It really, I'm like daydreaming about it right now. Like, you make the right logo, the right T-shirt, and just start.
I'm wearing
that
the
shit.
shirt.
Yeah, just
I'm
make
wearing
it.
it.
I want it to look elegant.
Wearing
So
it.
I'm gonna do a lot of research on it. I'm gonna get a Pinterest board going, and it look
Make
like
it to like a '90s
company-
rap video, not rap video, but album cover.
a company
Punch
that's really run by three rich women who have trust funds, and they just decided to make a juice company and be successful. And they're a little bit rebellious, so they called it Punch Women.
We're marketing geniuses. There's a white woman, a Filipino woman, and a black woman.
Yes.
It's the three women. Let's cover all the bases. Only two of them are gay.
All the greats.
One of them's
All
married.
the hits.
Yeah, two of them are gay. One of them's married. The other one's a player, and one is saving herself for marriage
hmm
because she grew up in a strict religious background, which is also it's perfect. It's perfect. I'm gonna make those three bitches in Mid Journey. They're gonna be the CEO. It's gonna be the first time a company split their CEO position three ways. They're
Damn.
all equal to the
Is-
CEO.
Is Mr. T still alive?
I think so.
Is he? He might be.
I think so.
We're gonna throw him some money. We're gonna tackle this thing head on.
Yeah, it
In
looks
the
like it.
very in the very first commercial, there's a dude who sees the sign in the kiosk and he just runs up to the woman at the counter with his fist up, and Mr. T jumps in and it's like, only a fool would ever be raise his hand to a woman, and he just beats the dude. So clearly this is a company that defends women, even though the name of the company is Punch Women. But then it's the women. You say, hey, this is the women that own this company. We saw that we were giving our kids high fructose corn syrup and da 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 da. We wanted something that was more whole, so we went organic and then Punch Women. And you totally sell it in one market like it is totally on that women empowerment, and so that they buy into it. You tackle that controversy head on to clearly show out of the gate, like, no, we beat up dudes that are violent towards women. But then you just lean into that shit with all the merch hard, and you have other commercials and other marketing campaigns where you're really walking the line, like, yeah, this is we're basically, we want you to drink juice, but also at least think about punching a woman in the face. If maybe not doing it, but at least think about it and enjoy reveling in that idea.
I love it. I'm about to buy the domain name. We're gonna do this. We have to. I absolutely have to do one absurd thing. Just because sometimes you win when you troll the algorithm. Sometimes when you troll the algorithm and some crazy shit pops up, you get an idea, you get an opportunity to just do some goofy shit. Maybe something will come of it, maybe something won't. But it's not like, oh, I'm gonna start a drop shipping business. It's like, no, how about something ridiculous like this? And every now and then the algorithm will be like, I like that you saw that through. I like that you actually made the t-shirts and fucking really threw it against the wall. So I'm just gonna reward you with a quick couple hundred grand just for your efforts and shit. Or you take it all away and somebody really does fuck around and buy this business from you, because it is a pretty wonderful business model, if I do say so myself. I can't lie. Even without the parody of it, calling yourself Punch Women and play like, that's just dope. That's just dope. So if anybody's listening right now, start get your money up, invest. We can grow Punch Women to a huge company.
Yes.
And everybody can share in the profits.
Yes.
There's three white women. There's three. Well, not three white women. There's three
multicultural.
Well,
there's a group of three multicultural women.
It depends on the market. If we're showing it the commercials in Asia, we're gonna do three white women. But for the rest of the places in the United States, yeah, it should be multicultural. Yeah. You have to cater to every market. We're gonna do this the right way.
Yes.
Until Punch Women is an international brand on par with Coke, Nike, and Apple.
Gosh, dude. Yeah, it could happen. It could be the next Lululemon. It could totally be a next Lululemon. It's something that women pay hundreds of dollars for merch.
Oh shit! It's the female Everlast. How Everlast was synonymous with boxing.
This is gonna make women. You.
Now it's female
rich.
Gatorade.
Yeah, all the women who do the juicing, they're working out, they're at the gym with a shirt that says Punch Women. Yeah. Yep.
And they got their little gloves, like we're the official beverage of female boxers.
They're gonna love this at the MMA in the female circuit.
Oh yeah, we're gonna sponsor it.
They're gonna love it.
We're gonna sponsor it.
Love it.
We're gonna get sponsored by MMA. We're gonna have female fighters in there with Punch Women tights on, all of it. I say it writes itself.
Yeah.
It writes itself, and the fact that we're going to donate, what did you say, 0.5%? That's what it was.
Well, total, I don't want to get more over 2%, but I say 0.25% to each charity, with up to a maximum of 2%. Let's not be crazy. Let's get a couple billion in the bank first, and then we can be a little more generous.
I love it, dude.
It's the only way we can bring the black god out. We have to get that $1 million.
I want to pay him to do this full time.
Yes.
I love it. Yeah, it's going down. I'm buying a domain name. That's the end of it. I'm buying a domain name. I'll have a logo before the end of the week. We'll have a Punch Women logo. I'll make a t-shirt. I'll make sure we all get at least one Punch Women t-shirt. And just, let's just start, fishing the algorithm to see what kind of interactions we get. Because I don't think anybody, especially if we're wearing it, I don't know if you want to like let your lady wear it out or so. But that might be better, actually.
That's the best way, actually. She'll get more attention.
Wow. Just a
It's the
woman.
best way.
Oh my god. Just a woman walking around in public wearing a shirt that says "Punch Women."
Yeah.
God damn.
What is this? Oh, it's a company started by three multicultural women.
Who just had a dream of making organic fruit punch.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
organic fruit
and
punch, kombucha, like all a whole bunch of stuff. But it's
All
all
the
punch.
grades.
It's basically just
It's
punch.
there. All the
and then
superfruits.
what we found out is MMA fighters actually enjoyed this. They said that this was the beverage that rejuvenated them the most, and so that women that made punch started a partnership with women that got paid to punch. It was a match made in heaven because technically they're both punch women. See how that all works? It's all
Perfect.
together. It's female empowerment. Give us money.
Oh man, it's too good, bro. It's too good. Give us all the fucking money. We're the people who came up with punch women. Never forget that.
Yeah, give us all the money, and here's some punch that won't give you diabetes, that actually nourish your body. It's truly a public service.
Punch that won't give you diabetes. It's all organic, no high fructose
It's an active
corn
lifestyle.
syrup. It's got herbs in it. It's got some creatine if you need that. All kind of little powders and shit. Moringa, everything you need. Everything you need, and it's run by women, so you can trust the divine nectar. It's not man sludge. None of that shit. We don't trust them anymore. That's the vampire scientist thing. Dude, we got to go back to the witch's brew, and that's punch women. Yeah, we are moving away from the guy on the treadmill with the diodes running like the Drago. Like, no, we're not doing that. We're going the other way. We're going to the farmer's market. We're going to get a little,
When women knew all the secrets of the forest and all of the best nutrients for mankind, they were burned at the stake and thrown into rivers to drown. You said it back like in that the witches' time. They're just women that know how to concoct this, and this is ancient feminine wisdom that's been suppressed through the ages. Some people called them witches. We call them punch women. Yeah, they're there with the cauldrons, stirring it up, putting in organic fruits.
Yep. Oh my gosh. Yep. This is it. Yep. Tie it all together. These are the witches. They came back to give you the prescription that you need to pull yourself into the fifth dimension. You need punch women. Yep. Anti-patriarchy hydration.
Right, but the name speaks directly to the punch a bitch in the face lower chakra of every man of the planet. It's
just there to show you how easy it is to be lower chakra aligned, because when we say punch women, you think of violence instead of witch's brew that's going to rejuvenate,
save your life.
Spirit. Yeah, see?
Yep.
See, this is why we need it. This is why we need punch women more than ever.
It's revolutionary. Revolutionary.
Again.
I think we changed the world again.
Fucking punch women. I need a shirt immediately. I've never been more confident about wearing a troll shirt as I am about wearing a
you
punch
haven't
women
felt
shirt.
so confident. I feel great right now. And I just would explain to everybody, this is just a shirt about three beautiful women just trying to sell some juice.
Yeah. What did you think it was?
I heard they're trying to get it to the MMA. I don't know anything about all that, but the juice that they make, woo!
Nutritious, delicious.
Dude, grabbing a cold punch women from the Wawa.
Make you want to punch women too. You want to punch women too.
Grab one from the Wawa. I'm hot. I've been riding my bike. What do I want, a Gatorade? No.
Oh, son.
Honey, I'm going to run in the store real quick. What are you in the mood for? Punch women.
Oh, okay.
Okay, of course. You know what I like.
Sorry I asked.
I'm on it, bro. I'm on it. I love it. I got a couple, I got some homework for this week. I'm definitely going to be after it. I know the holidays are coming up. I'm looking forward to having a unapologetic meal that some people will tell you is in celebration of white supremacy and mass murder. Don't believe them. Everything we do here every day is in celebration of white supremacy and mass murder. All of it. The coffee, the $200 sneakers, the sandwiches,
$1,200 phone,
$1,200
cell phones, yeah.
Sandwich from the Wawa. All of it.
Covered
All
in
of it.
blood.
How do you think
Every bit
Wawa
of
is
it.
able to give you free air at the gas station?
Whew.
The
That's a
only
couple.
people.
That's a couple drone bombs, buddy.
Right,
It's
you
a
know
couple
what I'm saying?
drone bombs. It's a
Yeah.
couple drone free air. Come
yeah,
on, man.
yeah, complicitous.
There was at least 3 weddings in Pakistan that had to get blown
Oh,
up for you to have this.
Yeah.
God.
Yep. This
No
is,
more.
merry complicitous. The season is upon us. This is the time when you get to simultaneously consume and enjoy the freedom to consume while also having short, intermittent flashes of everything that has to take place for you to be able to consume at this level. And this is, you just gotta come to terms with it once a year. We get it broadcast directly into our optic nerve. Everything that's been going on to make sure your Starbucks is warm and your AC is cold. But the season is upon us. Don't dodge it. It's complicitous. This is how we have
Electric
everything now.
vehicles, all that.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad. You're gonna have to watch it. There's gonna be some National Geographic footage in there. All of that. It's going down. Shit's gonna get real. But you was built for this, bro. We was built for this. We were built. That's why we were able to see the transition, the changing of the guard into this algorithm, and we're gonna be able to farm it to make ourselves multi millionaires by just doing exactly what we did here today. Because that's where the world has turned into. Content creation, the re-emergence of intelligent and dark humor. All of that shit's coming back. People are trying so hard to wrestle it down. It's like trying to drag a fucking balloon underwater. Eventually it's going to slip out of your hands and it's going to propel itself even higher than it was before you tried to wrestle it down. This is the way it is. This is how the algorithm works. So I'm ready to take full advantage of it. And by the sound of it, Punch Women may be the magic first step that we were looking for. That
Yep.
and some Monty Python style animation that's on its way.
Educating people on complicitous.
Yes, yeah, complicitous should be high up on that list too. That's an excellent concept that you're gonna have to come away from that one like watching what is it? What's the movie with the Mike Judge movie?
Idiocracy.
Yeah, you come away from the complicitous documentary like when you watch an Idiocracy. Like, yeah, that was a funny little animation, but at the same time, yeah, you might be right. This might be an actual future, Black Mirror future that we're moving towards. That's just too good too. But yeah, I'm on it. I'm gonna get on it this week. I'm gonna try to put some work in. I'm gonna try to get us a logo for like I said, I got one working already for Tacos Banditos. I'm gonna try to work one for Punch Women. I'm gonna cop this domain name right now, and we're gonna get some T-shirts out in the world, bro.
Praise be Dola.
So find out if we got any supporters of the feminine persuasion who'd be willing to wear a Punch Women T-shirt out in the wild, and tag us. Take a picture and put it on social media and tag us in it. We need this type of correspondence out in the real world and to let people know what's happening over here.
It must be. It is spoken, and may it be so.
Absolutely. So I'm gonna wrap it up, and I definitely appreciate you brothers' time as always. And I'm gonna go find me a ridiculous, useless fucking movie to watch and grab something to eat. But I'm sure we'll be talking soon. You brothers.
Absolutely.
Yeah, man.
Absolutely.
Y'all enjoy the rest of the evening, brother. We'll link up soon.
Take it easy.
Bless.
Righteous.
Peace.
Peace.
Metaphysics is going to have to be the quote-unquote religion of tomorrow. If it isn't, you're fucked. Totally and absolutely.